Alright, everybody, Nancy is going to return to her room and call her boss, who is Markus. Alrighty, so let's go to Nancy's room. Okay, so Markus is the third one.
Markus here.
Hi, it's Nancy.
So, what's everything look like at the castle? Have you got everything under control?
So far.
Great. I'm on the way down. I'm about 4 hours away, but I'll try to be here if you need me. Thanks again for helping me out. It'd be great to have the whole thing tied up by the time I get in.
I'll do my best.
That's what I'm expecting. I'm bringing some foreign investors to the castle tomorrow. Big money, big time investors. I mean like stupid rich. Like, happy birthday, I got that town in France you wanted rich. I want everything tied up with a neat bow. Sign, seal, deliver, stamps, the whole 100 yards. You're like my personal stylist here. You gotta make me look good.
Stylist? I'm here to get rid of the monster, right?
Nancy, business is built on metaphors, fast talking itself, aggrandizing anecdotes. Like the time the Prime Minister told me that my yacht was fantastic.
Right.
I knew you'd be a fast learner. That's my favorite type of learner. Favorite type of car, too. You prove yourself to me in this case. I see big things in your future. Look at me. I started as small like you. Now I've got 4 houses. 3 in Berlin and 1 somewhere. Told my realtor to surprise me. Really should track it down someday. Also, I own a castle, but you know that.
Yeah, I know that.
What can you tell me about Anja?
Anja's Anja, always has been. I was surprised to find out she was working at the castle, but that's synchronicity for you.
Why were you surprised she was working here?
We used to date.
You and Anja? Really?
Yeah, it was years ago.
She didn't mention that.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. The breakup didn't exactly go well. Well, no breakup goes well, right? That'd be weird. Anja was pretty upset and she ended up acting a little strange.
Strange how?
It's not really... It wouldn't be very gentlemanlike to get into what went on. Let's just say she is the reason that I make sure my shoes are tied before I break up.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, I'm just being dramatic. It was rough. We got through it. When I find out she was working at the castle, it was weird at first, but stranger things have happened. Look, Anja and I have had our problems. But in business, skill comes first. She's very good at her job, and customers love her. That's good enough for me.
What do you think of Carl?
He's not my ideal manager, but he does an adequate job when he's not working on that game of his, that is.
What do you know about Renata?
Nothing. Is that a person?
Yes, she's a traveling storyteller.
Oh, okay. I'll add that to the list of things that you seem to think that I need to know.
Whoa, Markus. Let's be a little bit more polite, okay?
Have you tried Carl's game?
No. I do not play games, but if I did, I would not play them with Carl.
You're the one who broke up with Anja?
Yes, I'd rather not get into the specifics, but I did end the relationship.
Can you tell me a little bit about this monster?
No, other than that it was a terrible timing, which is rude, by the way. I don't deal with these sort of things. I hire people to do it for me. I'm big picture, Nancy, like a dinosaur's yearbook. I don't do small print.
Why do you insist that everyone dress up?
The castle isn't a hotel, Nancy. I'm not renting out a room. I'm providing an experience. I want our guests to create memories that they'll never forget during their visit here.
Like seeing a monster?
Are you implying that I'm behind the monster sightings?
Well, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
It is so far out of the realm of possibility that it has crossed the sea of you are wrong and landed in the realm of ludicrous accusations. But I do admire your thoroughness. Good hustle.
Bye.
Bye.
Let me see, can I call Ned? I think he's still mad at Nancy, so we can't call him.
Hello, you've called Ned's telephone. Please leave a telephone message.
You know what? I'm going to try to finish the plotline with Nancy and Ned. What's this? That was loud knocking, right? Oh, I keep talking when it says loud knocking. Okay, it is loud knocking. Okay. Who's that knocking on my door?
It's the monster! He's struck again! Quickly! Follow me to the courtyard!
Oh, Carl.
What happened here?
It has gotten past the gates! This has never happened before! Nancy, this is different now. You better leave.
No, I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
That is not a smart move. I'm going to tell Markus that whatever happens to you is no longer my responsibility.
I'd better find a way to put out that fire, and fast.
Glad to see that Carl is a really responsible manager. Let's put out the fire by going to the well. Get a bucket full of water. So what, this is like the third fire challenge in the Nancy Drew series? We had one in Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake, and I think we had another one in Nancy Drew, A Message in a Haunted Mansion. Okay, so let's drop the bucket of water on the fire.
The monster did some major damage out here. There's something strange stuck in that door.
Ooh, and this is another puzzle.
What a peculiar-looking burr. If I can find out where it's from, that could help me track the monster.
I'm going to solve the burr puzzle a little bit later. Right now, I think I'll go back to the castle and talk to Anja. Where's the castle? Here's the castle. Alright, Anja.
Nancy, what happened? You look very sad.
See, I think after we talk to Markus about the fact that he broke up with Anja, we can talk to Anja about the fight that Nancy and her boyfriend Ned just had.
It's my boyfriend.
Well, you can always talk to me about it. Us girls have to stick together.
Thanks. I need some boyfriend advice.
You came to the right place.
I think I need to apologize, but at the same time, he needs to let me live my life. Of course, I want him to be a big part of it, but I don't know how to explain that.
Well, luckily, this one's easy. For me, at least, as the advice giver. Tell him exactly what you just told me.
That's it?
That's it. Talk it through. Relationships are like plants. They grow stronger if you talk to them. That one works better in German, I think.
Thanks. I'll give it a shot.
I know it will work. When I was your age, I had the most wonderful boyfriend. The whole world was always just so perfect when we were together. There's nothing like love to bring order to a scattered world.
What do you know about the castle's owner?
Markus, right? He seems like a nice enough guy. He mainly deals with Carl. He's a little culturally tone deaf, but it could be worse.
How so?
Oh, the Bavarianization of the castle. This is not what Germany is really like. It's a theme park version of history. But that's what he wants, so that's what he gets. It's not the end of the world. I just have to wear a dirndl more than anyone should have to wear a dirndl. Honestly, though, it's not that uncomfortable. And you know, I think the old clothes look nice.
Would you run things differently if you were in charge?
Yeah, but that's always the story. My dad used to say, maps always die when a new king takes the throne.
Are you worried about the monster attacking the castle?
I don't know. Lately it feels like a rubber band is being stretched back somewhere, and at any moment it's going to snap and smash everything to smithereens. Maybe that's the monster. Maybe that's something else.
Don't you feel a little bit silly worrying about a monster?
Yes, but I don't know. The history here, with those poor girls who've gone missing. The first thing I learned when I started here is that this castle has a dark past. It's just as silly to assume things are going to be okay.
Did you and Markus date?
Yes, but that was a long time ago.
Were you two serious?
We were, Or at least we thought we were. You know how it is. But that's all in the past now. We chat every now and again for work, but that's about it.
So Markus is okay with you working here?
He wasn't at first, but he asked around and found out I do a good job. We both decided to be mature about it.
Thanks, see you later.
Bye.
Alright, so let's go to Nancy's room and let's call Ned. Using this fancy information that we have learned from Anja. Phone call? Is this Ned right here?
Nancy, call me back on the landline.
Oh, it's Markus. Alrighty, let's go back to Nancy's room. We'll call Ned, and we'll call Markus. I can't remember if I've shown you this or not, so I'm going to show it to you. Check out this picture.
I have to translate that.
And when we use our dictionary, it says that this is a picture of the daughter. She is the first person who was kidnapped by the monster. We will find the real version of the portrait, that is the undamaged version of the portrait, later on in this game. Oh!
I better find something else to wear. I really wish I had my suitcase.
Looks like Lukas the prankster got us with the old bucket of water on top of the open doorway trick. Oh, and it looks like he set out some clothes for us. Okay, that's interesting. I guess Lukas isn't such a bad kid after all. It's not nice to pull the bucket of water trick. Ooh, what's this? Phone call?
Nancy, I think we need to talk.
Ned, I'm so glad you called.
I was just gonna call you.
Ned, you know the truth is, I'd love to have you here with me instead of all the way at home.
I feel the same way, and I know that. Just forget it sometimes.
Oh, Ned, you don't need to change. I like you just the way you are.
I give what you've said some thought, and I think I'm spending too much time waiting for exciting things to happen to me like they do for you. After we got in the fight, I did a lot of thinking.
Me too.
And I came to a decision. I may not be an internationally known sleuth, but I'm happy to have one in my life. And maybe it's time for me to be a little more daring.
I'm happy to hear that. I'd have you along on my adventures anytime.
That means a lot. Thanks, Nancy.
It's true.
Well, maybe one day we'll work together on a case.
You might be right.
Wait, really? I'd better start working on my sleuthing.
Sorry, the connection is bad. I'll call you back from the landline.
Okay, that totally seems like foreshadowing to me. And what was I going to say? I was going to say that, maybe Lukas is a bad kid because he pulled the bucket of water prank. But he can't be all that bad because he did leave out a fresh set of clothes for her to change into. And let's call Ned. Let's wrap up this storyline. Isn't that great, everybody? Nancy and Ned had a fight, but now they're no longer fighting.
Hello?
And it seems like, you know what? It seems like the two of them are working together.
I'm stuck in this weird dress.
Well, I'm sure it looks great.
That's sweet, but it's still a little weird.
The compliment or the dress?
The dress. I love the compliment.
Well, I meant it. I wonder what it means. Although it might be good for you to fit in while working on the mystery.
You're right. So, what can I expect from the new and improved Ned?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm still in the planning stages. I think maybe I need an edgier presentation. Get a motorcycle, maybe. Stay out past 10 p.m.? Return library books at the wrong branch?
Whoa.
Oh, no, that might not be the solution. Don't forget, I like you just the way you are.
Then you'll like new Ned even more. Once I settle on just what that will involve, maybe I could get a hobby.
Not a bad idea.
It's really strange spending my time with you and Frank and Joe. You guys always have such great stories to tell. It makes me feel like I live a pretty boring life in comparison. You guys are always like, remember when we were chased by that abominable snowman that really turned out to be an international art thief and also a spy? My best anecdote from this last year is the time I accidentally said something horrible in Italian to the waiter at the pasta place.
Yeah, what you said was pretty unforgivable.
I had no idea.
I'm just teasing. It was just a misunderstanding. And anyway, you have great stories about school and football.
It's not the same. It'd be nice to stumble across a nice mystery now and again.
It doesn't exactly work that way.
Maybe, but maybe I'm just looking hard enough. I'll let you know what I find.
Alrighty, so there are only 2 more things to talk to Ned about, and then I think I'll end the video.
Apparently, Anja and Markus used to date.
Anja and the castle's owner?
Yeah, she seemed really reluctant to talk about it.
It might be a sensitive subject for her.
I think it might be. She seems a little upset still, but I think it's in the past for both of them.
Well, if that's the case, I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay, never mind. There is only 1 more thing to talk to Ned about.
Bye.
See you soon.
Alright, see you soon, Ned.